Hi Aquarius, here is your ex-partner reading for the month of June 2017. Please keep in mind it is a general reading. It is for Aquarius Sun, Moon and Rising. And also, like always, I've done the 2-row spread. This is the row for you and this is the row for your ex-partner. But as I always remind you, the messages can go vice versa. So you apply it to your particular situation. The card at the bottom of the deck is the 2 of Cups, which obviously does talk about the breakup and the ending of this relationship. But it also talks about how there was maybe communication breakdown between you both. How maybe the relationship became very testing. Up here for you, we do have the 10 of Wands. It is in its reverse position, which is better. Because it talks about having carried a burden. Having felt as though the world was on your shoulders. And if you've been through this type of relationship that had become very testing, maybe, arguments and conflict between both of you, then it may be the fact that the relationship has ended, that now you feel as though that weight has been lifted. Now, that's not going to apply to all of you because obviously some of you may wish to reconcile, but that's the kind of message I'm picking up here. Now, on your ex-partner's side, we do have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse position. This can be earth energy, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, not gender specific in these readings. Maybe for some of you, you were involved with an earth sign. Again, it doesn't have to be. But when this queen is in that reverse position, it can touch on somebody that is very consumed by their work. Very consumed by money. I don't wish to offend any earth sign that may be listening to this video, but quite often that Queen of Pentacles in the reverse position can be prone to wanting a sugar daddy. Because they are very, very focused on money. They can be very extravagant in their spending, but also quite miserly and tight. Not always so good on sharing. They can be quite selfish and they can be very smothering as well. Now, here for you, we've got the 9 of Cups. It's often referred to as the wish card. And it may be that if you've been through this testing relationship and you now feel that this weight of this relationship that you've had has now been lifted, that 9 of Cups can signify happiness. It can signify feeling emotionally satisfied. And it may be that that is now what you are wishing for in your life. To feel emotional happiness and contentment. And for some of you, that is going to be being separate from this other person. On their side, they've got the 5 of Wands in the reverse position. Again, the 5 of Wands can touch on the Two of Cups in the sense that it talks about how there's been conflict, there's been arguments. Maybe the issues that you both had in this relationship were to do with finances. When it's in its reverse, the Five of Wands, it talks about how that external conflict may now have come to an end. But there may very well be some internal struggles and conflict going on within your ex-partner. Especially if they're the ones that are wanting to reconcile here. The Five of Wands, as well as talking about conflict and arguments, it does talk about external changes and challenges that then can create these internal challenges. And it can often talk about people not listening to each other. People just shouting over one another. Nobody listening. Now here on your side, we've got the Tower card. The thing is, we've already seen the collapse of this relationship. I don't think the Tower card is here to signify the fact that this relationship has collapsed. I think it's here more to represent how you feel that this relationship between you both, the foundations are not strong enough. They're not strong enough for you to be able to rebuild that tower that has already collapsed. Now, on their side, they've got the Hierophant here, which is a major arcana, as well as the Tower card being. The Hierophant can talk about the unlocking of the truth here. Maybe on some level, your ex-partner is trying to get to the truth of this situation. But the Hierophant can also talk about tradition, and it can also talk about marriage. And it may very well be for some of you, because that Two of Cups can talk about a soulmate connection. Maybe for some of you, your ex-partner felt that they had this soulmate relationship with you. And maybe they were and still are hoping that it could have led to a marriage. Because the Hierophant, as I said, can talk about marriage. And maybe they're feeling this internal conflict. Because maybe that's what they are hoping for. On your side, we've got the Seven of Cups in its reverse position. The Seven of Cups talks about choices and making the right choice. In the reverse position, it can talk about feeling that maybe there is no choices here. It can also talk about not allowing yourself to get caught up in fantasizing here. What I think this card is signifying more for you is that you feel that there is no choice here. That this relationship is not strong enough to be rebuilt. That the foundations of this relationship are too weak. And that with that Seven of Cups, you feel you've got no choice here but to go on your own, not to re-enter this relationship. Now, for them on their outcome, they've got the Page of Pentacles. Yes, the page can be a messenger, but it can also talk about somebody being very focused on something. Now, it could be that they may very well be very focused on their finances or the financial aspects that this relationship gave to them. But it could also be there to signify how they are still very focused on you and this relationship. Now, to clarify your Seven of Cups, I've got the Page of Swords here. And that is often referred to as the Truth card. And it may very well be that in this month of June, you decide to speak your truth. You decide to speak up and say that that's it. There is no chance of a reconciliation here. There is no choice here. That the relationship did not bring the emotional fulfillment to you that you thought it was going to bring. Because the thing is, though, on their side, we've got the World card. In the reverse position, it is Major Arcana. It's the last Major Arcana. It's number 21. The thing with the World card, when it's in its upright position, it says that one door, one chapter is now closing in order for a new door to be opened, a new chapter to begin. In the reverse position, that new chapter is not taking place here. But it can also touch on how there may be a lack of closure for your ex-partner. That they may not be able to, at the moment, completely close the door on this relationship. See, I feel that you don't want this reconciliation. But look, as I said, it can go vice versa. Maybe it's the other way around for some of you. But I don't think that you want this reconciliation. I think that you feel, like I said, that the foundations of this relationship are weak. But I think your ex-partner is not able to completely let go at the moment. And he's not able to completely close the door on this relationship. And it may require you to speak up here with that Page of Swords in order to bring this closure to this situation. So Aquarius, that does conclude this reading. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.